Hello everyone, welcome back to your own channel Tacos in Europe. So today is our last day in Spiez and tomorrow we might go to Colmar, which is France. And the target is to return back by tomorrow's flight in the night. So I thought to shoot this last video in the Switzerland diaries, and there will be a dedicated playlist where I'm going to probably communicate or share videos about each and every city so that you can decide what makes your trip easier and better. Honestly, this trip was suddenly planned. We went to Italy, Milan, and from there we decided to take Bernina train. Our target was to just return from Basel because flight was very expensive so Krakow to Milan was cheaper, but Milan to Krakow was in euros and very expensive. We decided to return from Basel, and like this trip which we just planned for 2 days, we decided to come back from Basel to Krakow, which is tomorrow Sunday, or that too in the night. That means we have whole tomorrow to explore more places in Colmar. So we can say that side by side or partially I have covered the France as well. What is more important? So you can say that this is an intro video on the Switzerland trip, on do's and don'ts and what you should do to make your trip more memorable, more interesting. Because people say that if you don't plan Switzerland trip in advance, it will be very expensive. I say it's not true, because we booked our whole journey on the way. So from Milan, when we were in the train, we booked for Bernina Express seat and we got it easily. We booked it first one day, previous day in the night, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Then when we were about to reach to Zurich, we booked the ticket. So it's not that you will not find anything, and we will post the whole itinerary along with the prices that we have paid in the description, because I have heard from everyone for a 7-day trip you will have to spend 25,000 zlotys for Switzerland trip for family of 2. We are family of 4, so I have 2-year-old daughter and almost 9-year-old son, and along with that I can say it has not gone to that level. Even when I have used the maximum thing, for example the boating in Rhine Falls, we did the maximum. We had food in the Rhine Falls in the Maharaja restaurant in Bern, and we have traveled across the region in various parts of Switzerland. So honestly, why advanced planning is important? Because we want to stay in Interlaken, and unfortunately there was nothing available on the such a short notice in Interlaken, and that is what makes me feel a little different when it comes to perception about budget. Because not budget, but actually the place where you want to stay, which will simplify your journey, which will reduce your simple travel time. So you can either split your whole stay, because you are not going to whole part cover in the Interlaken side. So stay maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days. If you don't find anything in Interlaken, you can take in Spiez, you can use Thun, you can use Bern as well as your one of the destinations, then Zurich, especially for 2-3 days when you are covering Lauterbrunnen, Grindelwald, Genoa and all those points. And then some parts you can divide your stay in the segments where you plan to stay more or spend more time, and that is what is the planning. So if you do it in advance, you might get good prices hotel in Interlaken as well, and that's why it is one of the best places to stay when it comes to Switzerland trip as a tourist. But however, even if you don't have property in Interlaken, it's not necessary. You can take Winterswald, you can take Spiez. These places can definitely help you simplify. Now I'm coming to the most important part. What is more important? Swiss pass, mandatory. If you don't have a car, I think it will simplify your life. We paid almost, so children below 6 is I think free. For my son I paid some amount, and then my wife and adults 2 tickets for sure you have to take. And definitely you have to verify your identity, uploading passport and your face in Swiss pass. Then second important thing is SBB application. Download SBB application before the trip, because from there you can buy Swiss pass as well as you can buy tickets. Even Bernina Express there is a separate link, but you can get because if you have a Swiss pass you can take you don't have to pay in Bernina Express for the seats for the train ticket, but for the seats you have to pay around 30 something euros. You can check in description later. So that is mandatory, and you have to book seat for even a minor or infant. 2 years old I had to take the ticket. That is another thing. Third is the charging, because I am from India and I live in Poland for last 4.5 years in Krakow city, and I was under the impression that charging points will be supported, but it did not. So bring that international universal adapter which can support all the charging in Switzerland, because that might give you tough time. So I had to pay how much? I think 90 CHF or 90 zloty. I don't remember exactly. I'll put in the description. But that helps me simplify the charging. Otherwise, none of my devices were being supported in Switzerland. So that is another challenge. So I have listed all these things in the pre-plan, and step by step, city by city, I'll upload separate episodes where you can do the whole trip and what else. So as we are welcome back to your own channel Thakur in Europe in the special episode of Switzerland do's and don'ts. The trip that we didn't think that we are going to do, because when we Friday left from Krakow to Milan, we were under impression only for 2 days, which is Milan and just the Lake to Como, and that's all. But because the return flight was very expensive, so going was only 600 something zlotys with hand luggage mostly and 110 kilo extra luggage. But return flight was very expensive, so we thought let's come back from Basel, and then while going to Basel, Basel cost us around 1300 zloty for the flight with hand luggage and 110 kilo extra luggage. But what was most important is we thought since we are going Basel, let's do a Bernina ride, because Bernina Express has been one of our most wish-listed things that we wanted to do. So we started the trip, and then suddenly after while driving to Bernina, we started loving Switzerland, and then we decided on the way we booked the. So one night over, we booked Swiss Pass. Then on the way, we booked Bernina seat, because even if you have Swiss Pass, you have to book seats for each family member. Otherwise, Bernina is not available. So you don't pay for the train ticket, but you pay for the seats separately. And then because it was family pass, we only paid for 2 adults, around 798 CHF for 6 days pass, which was really effective and worth. And then after we thought, okay, since we are going, let's, because it was a sudden plan. So 4 hours before check-in, we booked the Zurich hotel because Interlaken was too expensive. But in my opinion, if you want to really explore with saving time, then you must stay not all 7 days, but at least 2 days in Interlaken, because most of the favorite points will be nearby, and you can cover Grindelwald, Lauterbrunnen, and if not Interlaken, then nearby like Windersfeld, Wengen, or let's say Bern, Thun, or any places like Wilsfeld, uh, any of these places. Because for 2 3 days also, if you can afford, it really saves you a lot of time and it will simplify your Switzerland journey. Rest of the updates I have already shared in my previous communication from Spiez, which I just finished. And here you can see the table, our travel itinerary or Switzerland guide I prepared for you guys in HTML format. This is how my trip looks like. Family of 4, 2 adults, 9 year old, 2.5 year old child. We went to Krakow, Milan, Lake Como, Tirano, Bernina Express, Zurich, Lauterbrunnen, Murren, Iseltwald, Grindelwald, Aare, Gorge, Bern, Rhine Falls, Spiez, Thun, Basel, Colmar, and then Colmar is the France city, and then Krakow return. So total 9 days it took. This is how the route looked like, and these are the main components when you plan a Swiss trip. So first, most important or expensive part is the flight. Then second comes the accommodation. I already mentioned how much the flight cost me. So total 9,800 zloty. Accommodation 150 CHF per night, and then some in Milan and some in Basel. Then Swiss pass cost us 798 CHF, where we got Grindelwald 50% discount, but all the rides or town gondolas are not free. And definitely SBB app is highly recommended. Then food part, we took some ready to eat. Dal palak from Indian store was amazing. Rest of the things were also good, but dal palak was the best. And then we took some rice. We paid chapatis, yogurt drinks, and Switzerland remaining foods, especially in Coop stores, are very cheap, and not cheap than equal to Poland, and it is really worth taking it. Then comes the do's and don'ts. So buy Swiss pass early, reserve Bernina Express to plan your Switzerland triple, travel easier. Go to Interlaken, at least stay 2 nights in Interlaken or nearby so that your travel time reduces. Install SBB app, take Swiss pass, use Coop stores. Don't depend on Poland SIM, so use Maya application if you have iPhone, so you can easily install eSIM and it gets activated within few minutes. And I paid, I think, $9 for 3 days, and internet speed was super because I also worked from Switzerland. Even at the Grindelwald hilltop and cable car, it worked pretty well. And and these are budget snapshot look, but there are a lot many other miscellaneous expenses, which I will describe probably in separate video. This is how my whole itinerary looked like. And that's all from my end. I hope this short video on the travel planner of Switzerland helps you. Check the description because I will share Excel sheet or maybe the whole details in the Google Drive, and that can help you simplify your journey if you're planning to go to Switzerland. I hope these advices and tips and techniques helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to join my WhatsApp group or add a comment to the video, and hope this makes your life simpler. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.
And because this is a very long trip, I have made a lot of videos, so I will be providing you the virtual trip on various places. So in the part, for example, there will be a dedicated video for Lauterbrunnen, for Zurich, for Spiez, and other different places. So you can enjoy the video as per you. Because as I say, my intention of the video is to first of all create my own memory. I don't ask people to watch unless you want to do a virtual trip, but at the same time we also collect our memory. And second, if this video helps even one person, my purpose is solved, because it will help you with virtual trip to plan your itinerary, to decide whether you want to go to that place or not, whether you should include that in itinerary or not. And that is why I make these videos. So hope this helps you. So after this, please continue, please enjoy the glimpses of my whole trip. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. If you like it, just add comment or like, and that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.
To see these water droplets, you climb so much.